Hey there PlayStation fans and Godzilla fans, Dark Carnivorous here and welcome back to another epic, well, this is the first Godzilla video I've ever done, but anyway guys, on with the show. So you can probably see my reflection right now, yeah, you can see me right here. Right, okay, so I have been playing Godzilla recently on PS3. Now the PS4 version was harder to get because it's very expensive, and the reason why that is because it's been taken off of the PlayStation Network, and it's the only console you can actually play it on is the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Now my PS3 does have custom firmware, as you can probably see with that folder. It does say CFW. And I managed to get the game on there, and don't get me wrong guys, I played the absolute shit out of the game. You know, I'm in that sort of Godzilla mood where I want to play and watch everything Godzilla, you know, just like I was when just like I did when I was a kid. You know, even playing all the older games like Destroy All Monsters Melee, Save the Earth, Godzilla Unleashed, even the one that never got released in the UK, the fighting game, the Godzilla fighting game. I can't really remember what the name is called, but you guys probably know the one. Anyway, so I want to show the comparisons between the PS3 and PS4 versions. Now yes, I do have the PS4 version, which actually just came today, and I wanted to do this comparison because there is significant differences, and you'll see that throughout this video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly guys, I'm going to load up Godzilla. There we are. And like I said guys, I've been playing this game to death. You know, I love it, I really do. It's one of my favourite games, even though a lot of people probably don't like this game or don't like the Godzilla games and, you know, in general, but I do guys, I do love the games. I think they're fantastic, they're fun, you know, they're pretty much the closest thing you're ever going to get really to playing the actual movies, you know. And I don't know why, every time I boot the game up it always sets up the trophies. But I have finished this game. I've completed it, well not 100% obviously, but I've completed the main story. I have unlocked Godzilla 2014, I've unlocked Burning Godzilla as well. And I think the thing is though guys, which really disappointed me, I didn't realise that was so loud. It did really disappoint me that the fact that you can only play as Godzilla. Now don't get me wrong, if you just want to play as Godzilla and no one else, no other characters, then you know, fair dues, that's what you're going to get in this game. So you can play as obviously Godzilla, Burning Godzilla, and Godzilla from, or the legendary Godzilla from 2014. So yeah, and the cutscenes in both games they're similar but they're different. You'll probably see that, and obviously when I do the second comparison, but I'll just skip this one anyway guys. Okay, and just hit continue. And so the title screen here, or the menu screen, you get God of Destruction mode, so Godzilla grows large enough to wipe out human civilization, which this is fun. It's one of those ones where when you're playing through the game, you're destroying buildings, you're destroying like the military, artillery, even defeating other kaiju, and even, you know, destroying the G energy as well, and you get bigger throughout the game. And I think my tallest I've been is 108 meters, which is crazy big. But when you go into God of Destruction mode, as you can see here, you can either resume progress where you're left off. You get different routes to play through as well. Oh, actually, tell like 105 meters. I thought it was 108. But if you hit go ashore, it's basically from stage 1. And when you first start the game for the very first time, you know, you probably do about 7 stages, but then it gets more and more. And then obviously you can go into evolution mode and you can upgrade your character. So as you can see there, I've got normal breath, spiral breath, and that actually looks like Shin Godzilla, you know, and ring breath. So I'll go with spiral breath. And also you get to pick the character here as well, whatever Godzilla character you want to play as. Well, it should, anyway. Oh, maybe not. Anyway. So So yeah, these games are really fun. So if you're curious to know how much I paid for the PS4 version, here it is right here. And yes, I am playing it on my PS5. I paid £120 for it. Yes, it's double the price of what it was, or just over double the price what it was when it first came out. And I did have it when it first came out, and I wish I kept it. But you know, it's one of those ones you don't know you're going to want to play it in years to come. You know. So what I've noticed is this game runs at 30 FPS. And there's a lot of slowdowns. Depending on what you're doing on screen. If you destroy a lot of buildings and things like that at the same time, yes, it will cut the frame rate into the single digits. But then again, when you're playing the game, you don't really notice that much because it's as if it's like a sort of slow motion effect. It's not like stuttery, or you know, it's not anything that's going to kind of put you off. But I do love this game. This game just makes me want to play it even more and more and more. Okay, so yeah, right stick controls the camera, and the thing is though, guys, this is like Godzilla with tank controls, like sort of Resident Evil style. But you can probably see there the HUD. I'm 50 meters tall right now. My disaster level is at nothing because I've not destroyed anything yet. The destruction rate is 0%, and if you look at the 1, 2, 3 and 4 boxes there, you get different camera angles to unlock, you know. So I mean, you can either take, obviously you take the sort of camera angle, you take the photograph, you can do anything you want, you can even do like some sort of powerful attack as well, which is pretty cool. So use the left stick to move forward, L1 and R1 rotates. So yes, it's very slow, but it's more accurate to the I had to do that, guys. It's more accurate to the, you know, the movies, because how slow Godzilla was. And if you press L2, you'll do a, you know, I don't know what that's called really, but it's a sort of explosion thing. So as you can see, every time I destroy something, I get a little, one of those little things sort of absorb to me, and I get taller. So as you can see, I'm 50.24 meters. And the one thing is, oh, I love the way that things spark before they blow up. It's just so cool. So as you can see there's the camera angle there. I can't really remember what button to press. Oh, it's you click the right stick. Now you can just, if you want to recollect your data again, you just do that, and then you get like some sort of, you know, nice photograph, just like that. So each stage has 4 of them. And yeah, like I said, guys, this game is so much fun. Now, the only downside about this game is, like I said, you can only play as Godzilla. So there is 3 versions of Godzilla you can play as, which is Legendary. I'm sure this is this the Showa Godzilla, maybe? I can't really remember. What I'll do is, guys, I will quickly go back to like the sort of arcade mode that you can play. Now, like I say, guys, you can't play them. It plays any other characters, which sucks. But then again, you get God of Destruction mode, which you get to play as Godzilla. You get King of Kaiju mode, which is the sort of arcade game where you fight off against waves of Kaiju. Evolution mode, which this is where if you defeat Kaiju and things like that, you do get, you know, sort of materials from that specific character to upgrade your character. Like if I go into Evolution mode right now, you'll see that I've got all that stuff unlocked, but I've still to unlock that, and obviously my breath gauge and breath charge to level up as well. So, you know, still got quite a bit to go. Also, you can do your little dioramas. You can do your Kaiju guide as well. So this tells you all about, you know, the monsters or the Kaiju that's in the game. There's Anguirus, Ebira, the giant shrimp. It's just so random. Orga as well. So, like I say, guys, the sucky thing is though, you do get to fight, not all of them, but you get to fight quite a few of them. But you can't play as them, which sucks. And I played this for ages, thinking I'm going to unlock this, I'm going to unlock that, I'm going to play through as, you know, Mecha King Ghidorah and wow, but you know, I don't know why they stripped it down. You know, it's like when they get a game that's for like a previous console, they do take things out. It's like, say, Mortal Kombat 11 for Nintendo Switch. There's a few things that have been removed from that, like for instance the character models on the select screen and the little fighting animations when the game's loading in, and there's a lot of things removed from the game, you know, because it's a dumbed down version. So this is basically a dumbed down version of the PS3 game, but it's still fun. It still is really fun, guys. I mean, I've been having a blast. So there we go. We've got Godzilla, Burning Godzilla, and Godzilla 2014. So I'll go 2014 Godzilla. And then I'll do a quick match, and then I'll put on the PS4 version. There we are, fighting Mecha Godzilla. I mean, look at the size difference. So it does save the size that you were actually at. So as you can see, I'm 108 meters. Ah, I was right. I'm 108 meters. So I mean, look at that. So as you see, guys, it is starting to slow down a little bit because I mean, you can see the amount of buildings that are getting destroyed around here. Oh man. And the weird thing is, though, playing through the sort of Kaiju mode, King of Kaiju mode, whatever the hell it's called, playing through that means that you don't get bigger, weirdly enough. Even though you collect all the little bits to make you bigger, it just doesn't happen, you know. So as you can see, Mechagodzilla 2 is 80 meters and I'm 108, so I'm 28 meters taller, which is crazy. I mean, that's probably like what, an extra maybe 40, 50 feet taller. But like I say, guys, the game's fun. I got to play this game for free, obviously, because the PS3 version is just as expensive as the PS4 version. But the PS4 version has a lot more content, you know. But I mean, I love the way that looks. I mean, look at that, that's just so damn cool, honestly. So, actually, I'll show you one more thing before I move on to the PS4 version. Back into King of Kaiju mode. There's the back of the box anyway. If you've never seen the back of the box on the PS4 version, I mean, that was so good. I love that screenshot there with Ghidorah and Godzilla. It just looks so damn cool. Okay, so I'll just go normal Godzilla. You know what? Ring Breath. I've unlocked that, but I've never actually used it. Weirdly enough. Okay, so it looks like I'm fighting Mothra straight away. Okay, and as you can see, I do have all my upgrades as well, which is great. And I'm only 80 meters tall. Ah! Oh, I just realised something there. It's only Legendary Godzilla that doesn't get bigger. So as you can see, the frame rate's dipping. But the thing is though, guys, it's not stuttery, it's not like jittery, or it's not, you know, it doesn't stutter all over the place. It just slows down. So imagine it kind of like when you're playing Street Fighter 2 and you do the sort of the move that knocks them out or makes them dizzy. It's just like that, you know. Hey. Give me a Mothra. Give me a. Yeah, I wonder if there's any G energy around here. There should be. Aha! So you do get a little mini map on the bottom there, as you can see. And as you can see, Godzilla, because he's 80 meters tall, he's almost as tall as the thing itself. So a little tip for you guys, in the story mode, after a few seconds, that will bring up like a shield. Just do your, you know, your whatever that is, your Super Saiyan or whatever the hell is transforming into. You just do that, and it will stop you from taking any damage or stop you from getting staggered. Plus, the good thing is though, you can grab in this game. Come here, come on. Get me a Mothra. Yeah, you got him. Or got her. I got her. You can throw them, you can obviously do whatever you want, and there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh! Nice dodge. So that's the thing I love with the game, guys, is it actually does look like, you know, it looks like a diorama that is, you know, getting destroyed. Oh yeah, and obviously the way that, you know, the way that everything sort of sparks and explodes, it's just, oh, it's so cool, it really is. So you press the square button once you grab them to throw them, easy as that. Oh, that's right, I forgot it was called Hollywood Godzilla. Right, okay, so what I'll do is actually, you know, I'll quickly show you. Obviously, you don't get bigger throughout the stage. You pick up, obviously, the bits to make you bigger, but you will be taller in the next stage, you know, if that makes sense. As you can see, I'm slightly taller. You know, it's just a slight bit taller. So this game does not have any online modes whatsoever. Come here, fucker. Ah, she's trying to grab him. Yay! Come here, you. Come here, you. There we go. Okay, so what I'll do is, guys, I'll quickly just jump over to the PS4 version. You know, I'm actually having so much fun playing this version. Yeah, even though yes, the PS4 version is better. So, right, let's see. So yeah, the same sort of thing. You could call it the Destruction mode, King of Kaiju mode, Versus mode, which isn't in the PlayStation 3 version. Diorama mode and Kaiju Guide, which will unlock eventually once you start playing through the game. I've obviously just started a new game with this, so let's go to God of Destruction mode and invade another. Oh, there we go. So that's right. When you obviously unlock more in the game, you can invade. You can play through this sort of story mode as another kaiju, which is really good. And defend humanity as an ally kaiju, which is really cool. You get a tutorial as well, rankings, data entries. So I'll go ashore. You know what's funny though, guys? I mean, look, you can see right away. You can see the frame rate difference. You know, obviously this is playing at 60 FPS. It's on more powerful hardware, and wow, that just looks so. It looks a lot more crisper, to be honest. But then again, I do love the PS3 version, I really do. PS3 version is so good. So I'll just skip this crap, okay? So we've already been through this. So as you can see right away, yep, the frame rate is clearly doubled. I think the controls are slightly different. So always make sure when you're playing this game to attack everything, destroy everything, and you'll get bigger, and that's the best way to play the game. And also make sure you collect your data as well, so whenever it comes up the prompt, so it should come up a little prompt right here, there we go, and then it'll collect the data, and then you could just, you know, do whatever you want, try and get that sort of kick-ass looking screenshot. What was that? Invincible energy dodge. Ah, so they changed that to R2 instead of L2. L2 on the PS3 version, guys, just remember that. L1 and R1 to let out an intimidating a roar. Ah, do you know, I was always trying to figure out how the hell do you do your sort of taunt? But they don't have that in the PS3 version, so like I said, guys, there's a lot of stuff that has been, you know, changed. Ah, so it's triangle to do your tail swipe anyway. I wonder how you fire your atomic breath. Is that circle maybe? Yep, change that to circle. So make sure you destroy all the military stuff as well, so the tanks, try and destroy the helicopters. As you can see, I'm 51 metres already, you know, which is excellent. But you know what guys, I'm going to be playing this game for the next couple of weeks, definitely. I just love playing this game. So yeah, I got it for £120. The seller was selling it for 100 and I think it was 135 or 140, and I think I just took the chance. Usually if I'm, you know, if it's a best offer, they do offer that, I will, let's see if I can destroy these helicopters. Yes, look at that. Usually when I'm on eBay and that someone does have the best offer there, the option available, I will try and go lower than I'll actually pay. So like if I think, oh, I'll pay 130 for that, I'll maybe bid 120 or offer 120, and then they might either accept it or they might maybe do a what's that called? Like a sort of return. They might say like, oh, you want to do 125, and like that's perfect. Oh, that was a waste. But yeah, so 120 for this game is great. I was actually going to buy it from CEX. They were doing it for 135 with they do anything over, I think it's anything over 50 or £100, you get free like special delivery, which is great. I was going to do that and I took the chance to offer 120, and the seller accepted it, and I made sure to check beforehand. They had 100% feedback and they sold, you know, a lot of things as well, so I was happy with that. And yeah, the game works perfectly, as you can see. And this is the only way you can play the game. Unless you bought it when it came out, you can't play this game, you know, unless you manage to emulate it somehow, or if you have like a modded PS4, which is something I really want to get. But the thing is, though, I've actually tried to look for the, you know, the ISO or the game files online, and I can't find them anywhere. It's always those sort of dodgy sites where you try and, you know, you go into it and it's full of, you know, porno adverts and like the gambling adverts and things like that, and it's just constant. So yeah. So what I was saying in the last part, guys, on the what do you call it? This is what happens when you're playing this. That beam will come up, so just use your sort of invincible, whatever the hell that's called, invincible roar. You know, I do love you can do that though. But just bear in mind, guys, you can't do that in the PS3 version. So the thing is, though, guys, I'm still happy that I've got the PS3 version. It might only be the digital version, but it's still there. It's still good. You know, I'm still happy with that. I did get my levels of fun from it. Don't get me wrong, I'll play this one a lot more because there's a lot more things to unlock, there's a lot more things to play as. Okay, so my destruction rate is only 96%, I want to try and 100% it, and it's that thing right there. So as you can see, Godzilla does move really, really slow, but then again, if you're a big fan of the older movies, you'll know for a fact that Godzilla does move like that in the movies as well. He can't run really, unless he does that running sort of drop kick thing that he does. Yeah, that's horrendous. There we go. You obtained a base, which I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know if that's a base for a figurine maybe. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm 54.98 meters tall, so I'm almost 55 meters, and you know, I'm pretty much half the size of this thing. But then I will grow to the same height as this thing. Right, so do that just as that happens, and you won't get blown back or nothing. Oh, almost. Oh, I'm going to get blown back here because that's not charging up. You do get obviously the ability to charge that up really well. Plus, this game, I highly doubt the servers are still up, but this game did have online modes. And I did play a few myself, you know, back in the day. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I did play this online a few times, and it was always so cool because every time you went in, you know, before the match started, you know, both you and whatever players would always do like your taunts at the same time, and then just start annihilating each other. You know, hod your wished. So as you can see, I'm 55.40 metres. And the good thing is though, with each stage, you do see how bigger you get. Now, if you look at this part, so you get hard and easy difficulty. The thing is though guys, see from the very beginning, if you're playing this, try and go with the easy parts, because the hard ones, there's a 100% chance that a 100-metre kaiju will show up and it's about 3 or 4 hits and you're dead. You know, there's no point in even fighting them. But as you can see, there's the brackets there, so you get different paths to go down. So if you do 2, it leads to either 4 or 5, and you know, you can see the way it works out. So I will just go with this one. So always make sure that in the stage you're in, you destroy every building, you destroy every part of military thing, and if any kaiju show up, you make sure to defeat them as well. Shut up. You know, the first thing I always destroy here is this big Ferris wheel. Kaboom! So if you look at the minimap, there's usually between 1 and 3 generators in each stage. And it's up to you which one you want to go for first, and I was not paying attention there. There we go, that's a good little screenshot. Oh nice, got him. There we go. So as you can see guys, what the difference of this game is, yeah, you got more characters, there's more features, it's double the frame rate, and so far I've not had any slowdowns whatsoever, you know, which is great. Now you do get the little lady that shows up. She will obviously let you know what zone you're in, and if any kaiju are going to show up or whatever boss is going to show up. Yeah. Right, what's next? Right, so if you look on the minimap as well, you see little flashing orange dots. That's where the collection data photographs are taken. So right here as well. Damn right it is. Well, there's something so satisfying about just doing that roar. Oh, so I've got 60 seconds before a kaiju shows up. Ah, I thought I'd destroyed that then. There we go. So like I said guys, if you're in easy mode, which obviously I'm playing right now, you know, the kaiju show up are, you know, pretty much on par with you, so they're very easy to defeat. So if you guys don't believe me right now, that I'm playing this on PS5, just to, you know, just to be sure. There we go. Godzilla on PS5. Yeah. Oh, it's about to go off. Oh, here we go. Who is it? Oh, that's also what the other things. As you can see here, you get these sort of kick-ass cinematic cutscenes as well when they show up. You don't get that in the PS3 version either. There she is, the Mothra larva. Where is she? I'll just destroy this first. Oh my god, look at the size there. She head's only 50 metres, but you know, that's just like the cutest thing. Ah, she's almost here. Oh my god. Wow, that was quite a lot she done there. Right, so before I defeat her, I'm actually better off trying to get more of those, all those collections, so I don't have to keep repeating these levels. There's one right over there. I thought I got this one. There we go. Roar. Oh, there she comes. Right, and the other one's right over here, but yeah, I need to destroy some buildings. And there's a couple of tanks there, I can easily destroy them. So, these ones here, you just have to walk over them, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. And there's a couple more tanks there as well. 1, 2, 3. Then just do my little invincible roar thing. Destroy some buildings. You know, look towards the camera and smile. Oh, I thought I would have destroyed this building. Oh my god, I can't believe my destruction rate is only 35%. Yeah, so the levels seem to be a bit bigger in this game as well. You know, not that I'm disrespecting the PS3 version. The PS3 version is good for what it is, but you know, there's a lot more content in this version. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. The last time I played this game was probably, I don't know, maybe when it came out in 2015. You know, I think I played it for got my fill and then got rid of it. You know, but if I knew back then how much it would have cost, I would have kept it. But you know what, guys, I'll definitely be keeping this version. Ah. Right, is there any buildings on that side? There isn't, so it's just all over here. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can take out all these three. So as you can see, no slowdowns whatsoever, which is great. But then again, I kind of do miss the slowdowns. Yeah. Damn Damn it, Mothra. Screw you. Shit. And you get these last buildings. There we are. And one more building. Obtained a base. Right, Mothra. You're dead. Oh, that was a good hit. There we go. There we go, so you get 2 units of evolution material, so that's to upgrade Godzilla, to give him new moves, new stuff. Area cleared. And the thing though I do love about this game, guys, is it reminds me so much of like a Dreamcast arcade game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know if you've actually played Godzilla Generations on Dreamcast, but it's absolutely horrendous, it's awful, it's shit. And it's one game I really wanted to play back in the day, you know, but obviously I didn't have a Japanese Dreamcast, I couldn't play it, and you know, that sucks. I can play it nowadays through emulation, and my Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra can play Dreamcast games natively, 60 FPS. It's amazing, and that game is not amazing. So anyway guys, yeah, so let's see. The PS3 version, yeah, so I can't do like a side-by-side comparison because for some reason TVs don't come with picture-in-picture anymore, you know. But as you can see, wow, the frame rate still holds up, but it's still very slow. Yeah. But I love it, I really do. Damn it. I don't know what the hell he's doing, he keeps ducking. So as you can see, if you see the sort of weird, you know, orange clouds going on the screen, that means that you're taking a lot of damage, that you need to kind of back off and, you know, watch what you're doing. See, if I press L1 and R1, nothing happens. No, what do you call it? There's no taunt or nothing. So obviously that sucks. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to end the video here. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but I wanted to try and get as much compared as possible. Now, obviously, if you've got the PS3 version, this is the experience you're going to have. You're going to just play as Godzilla. You do fight some of the kaiju, you don't fight every single kaiju. I think, going off the top of my head, the only ones I've fought is Mothra, Larva, Mothra in her, you know, final form, Destroyer, Destroyer, what do we want to call him? Who else? Gigan, I fought Gigan. I fought Hedorah, who I'm fighting right now. There's not really that many, to be honest, kaiju in the game. I mean, I've not fought Anguirus, I've not fought King Ghidorah. I fought the 3 Mecha Godzillas. And Godzilla 2014, that's pretty much it. And I mean, I played the game a lot to unlock a lot of stuff, and I've not really fought that many kaijus. I don't exactly know how many kaiju are in the game, but it's nothing compared to the PS4 version. So anyway guys, so with the conclusion to this comparison, the PS4 version is far superior, but if the PS3 version is the only one you've got access to, then fair enough, you will still have a great time playing the game, you know, destroying the buildings, destroying the military artillery, destroying any kaiju that show up as well. You'll still have a really great time, but with the PS4 version, you're going to get more characters to play through, more characters to fight, there's a couple of more extra modes, and you're just going to have a better time, you know. And I'm definitely really, really glad that I've got this game. This is going to stay in my collection, no doubt about that. So, anyway guys, that's it for the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed this one, so if you did, smash the like button, throw me a devil horns, also subscribe to my channel for more epic PlayStation stuff like this, and sayonara.